Thank you.
Great. Cheat sheet.
Who would you haunt if you were a ghost?
Who would I haunt? Sure. If I was a ghost? So many theological problems with that. Who would I haunt? That's so creepy as well.
I thought that was funny. How do you go about making big life decisions and know that the choice you've made is God's will for you?
Ooh. There's a few things I would say, obviously, about that. Can we know for certain, though, that it's going to be God's will? So the first thing I would say is, like, I think I encounter that quite a lot with regards to vocation. Like, vocation is probably the biggest decision you'll make in life. But a lot of people, like myself included, a few years ago, we kind of struggle with a vocational skepticism. Like how do I know what my vocation is? And I can't know what my vocation is. I think, like, if we live the life of grace, and if we trust in the life of grace, the sacraments, our prayer, our reading, our spiritual reading, and asking advice as well. It says in the book of Tobit that we should ask advice of every wise person. I think the Lord, through his grace, will steer us in the right direction. Now, the Lord doesn't give us grace for the final end here and now. I think he gives us grace for the next step. So with regards to big decisions, so say for instance, this vocational discernment, like, you will feel an attraction. Again, I think sometimes we worry that our attractions are bad. Sometimes, our attractions are to sinful things, and that's obvious. But if you're trying your best to live a life of virtue, striving to grow in virtue, your attractions will be reoriented by the Lord's grace towards the goal he has in mind for you. So you should trust those attractions. Then he'll give you the grace to make a next step. So, for instance, with regards to vocation, maybe that's just like looking up, a website. Maybe that's just contacting the vocations director. That's not the final end. That's just the first step that you make. So the next thing I would say is with regards to the virtue of prudence specifically. And prudence is basically a virtue of your intellect, of your mind, which orients your desires to charity. Because whatever, like, your vocation will be, or whatever decision in life, its ultimate end is going to be charity. So how can I best serve the Lord? How can I best love the Lord through this big decision that I'm facing? So don't worry about those things. The last couple of things I would say is that we need to foster more time for silence in our lives, because I think, like, we're all glued to screens, we're all looking at smartphones, and they're acting on us all the time. I think we need to incorporate a set time every day for silence, because when we allow for exterior silence, then we're able to fight or even begin the battle for interior silence, which is where we're really going to hear the Lord speak. So yeah, I wouldn't worry. I just encourage you as well to start that process for big decisions, like vocational decisions. Start it now. Give yourself to the Lord, like, in this moment, in this instant. We don't have to wait until the decision is right around the corner. So so start it now. It starts every day with your Christian life, your life of prayer. My favourite saint is St. Thomas.
Lovely.
You didn't even ask for
Because Thomas, there's loads of Thomases.
There's only one.
No, there's not. There's
the one who didn't doubt.
What about the apostle? What about Thomas of...
More?
More, yeah, take Thomas More from King Henry VIII, find him.
Re, mi, fa, so, do.
Don't think you know your scales.
You can't do it.
How do you go away? Right.
I do not watch films.
I do not watch films, I just read Thomas Aquinas.
I read books all the time.